tonight we're going to work from inventory toward implementation through interpretation and articulation on this journey of our narrative. And here's where we're going to start. In just a moment, I'm going to give you 7 minutes. 7 minutes to look at your life story and make 2 lists of 10 as you think about your life. You don't have to put them in order yet. We'll get there in just a bit. But when you think about your life, what are the top 10 high points moments? And we're talking about hinge moments here, moments that change the trajectory of your life. What are the top 10 moments that started as high points? What are the top, it might not end as a high point, but it changed your trajectory. The reason I said that was for the hard times, all right? What are the top 10 things that started as a hard time that end up becoming a hinge moment in your life? So we know God takes everything and works it for good. So you might have some tough times that you've seen so much good at, it's almost hard to put in the hard times. We're asking, what did it start as, all right? So when I tore my ACL for the second time and I was told I could never play soccer again, even though I call that now the best, worst day of my life, it totally changed my life. And for 6 months, I had big-time God questions in my life, all kinds of stuff. It started out as a major, major hard time. Could be, a divorce. It could be a death. It could be several different things over here that shape the trajectory of your life. High points, maybe getting, for me, like getting a soccer scholarship or marrying my wife or having kids. I wasn't sure which one. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Definitely a high point. Yeah, they can go on both sides, all right, depending on which side. But here's what I want you to do. You got 7 minutes to come up with your top 10 high points and your top 10 hard times. Now, some of you that are deep process people and all that kind of stuff, I'm pushing you on time limits because I just want to blink. You can go back and share this stuff up later, all right? But we're going to push on this stuff because I want to see what just comes out of you in your blink, all right? So you've got 7 minutes. We're going to put the countdown on the screen here. 7 minutes, your top 10 high points, your top 10 hard times. After 7 minutes, we'll come back and we will begin to progress this exercise a little bit. All right, 7 minutes. All right, here we go. So next progression now. Here's what I want you to do in the next 2 minutes. All right, we're going to give you 2 minutes for this next piece. Is I want you to take this list of 20 things, and now I want you to go down, and I want you to circle the top 10 most trajectory-shaping, life-shaping things that have happened in your life. And here's the deal. This time they don't have to be even. You might have 6 high points and 4 hard times, or 7 hard times and 3 high points. And just go back and just say, okay, out of these 20 events, what are the 10 most life-shaping events? And I want you to circle them, all right? So you got 2 minutes to come up with your top 10. Again, it doesn't have to be equal now. You're just saying, these are the 10 events that have shaped my life more than any other events. I want you to circle those out of the list of 20.
In our faithfulness, your wonder draws us to adore. Your steadfast love has made a way for us to come in one accord. Hear our shout, oh Lord, hear our song of hallelujah. We come in with praise to the God we love. Hear our shout, oh Lord, hear our song of hallelujah, giving all the thanks for your faithfulness to us. Our dreams are resting on your promises, your laughter bringing in our joy.
Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to take out the next tool in your book. It's the Lifeline tool right here. So you'll take a look at that. Again, the high points and hard times lists were in there as well, so it's right behind that. Call it the Lifeline tool. And now we're going to take these 10 events and we're going to place them in chronological order, and we're going to rank them on a scale of positive 10 on your high point. So how high was that high point? And negative 10 on your hard times. So for instance, let me just walk you through my Lifeline story here. You know, I grew up at Bob Jones University. That might surprise some of you guys, and that was actually a good thing in my life until I was 12 years old. My dad was a teacher there at the campus, and so all I knew was this. We had 4 other families to do life with. There were 8 soccer fields outside my back door, and we had just a strong sense of extended family, and I didn't realize all the other stuff that was happening, but I realized, hey, this is a good thing. At 12 years old, we moved to Cocoa Beach, Florida, and I went from all these friends outside my back door to play soccer with to no one on our neighborhood. My dad was a pastor of a 30-person church. My brother and I were the youth group. It was a really tough time, right? Got a soccer scholarship here to go to Palm Beach Atlantic University, blew my knee out here, got married here, started a ministry called Wayfarer here, had some kids, went through a covenantal breakdown with that ministry, moved to Pawleys Island, went through another covenantal breakdown. Those are the top 10 things in my life that have actually shaped my trajectory. And so as I put those out, I put them in chronological order, and I ranked them. Notice, I didn't mean, actually, for my kids to be ranked higher than my wife. Please don't tell her that, all right? Should be just a little bit lower. But you're going to rank on a scale of positive 10 to negative 10, all right? So now we're taking those 10 events that you circled, we're putting them in chronological order, so the order in which they happened in your life, and now you're ranking them positive to the negative 10. You've got 7 minutes now to get it on your Lifeline, all right? 7 minutes to get those 10 events on your Lifeline. And from there, we're going to move from inventory to start working on some interpretation, all right? So, 7 minutes. Ready? Go. All right, so now we're going to progress just a little bit more. And now as you look at your Lifeline tool, I want you to look in light of these 10 events and say, if you had to put in between 2 and 4, so mine has 3 break points. These would be points where you felt a significant chapter, so to speak, was turning in your life. So for me, at 12 years old, when we moved to Florida, that was a significant page turn chapter piece. When I got married when I was 23, significant new chapter in my life. When we went through that first covenantal breakdown, huge chapter shift in my life. So you're going to make, depending on how many break points that you have, between 3 and 5 chapters, at least 3, as much as 5, all right? So we're really going for 4, if you can really get 4. If you can narrow it down to 4, that's what we're going for. We'll take 3 or 5. And what I want you to do as you identify the break points is put your ages at each chapter, all right? So mine's 0 to 12, 12 to 23, 23 to 35, 35 to 41. Those are the 4, what will become chapters of my life, but look for your break points. So you got 2 minutes to look and say, decide on your break points and put your age at the top of those break points, all right? 2 minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll progress it one more time.